It's your deck, Tuck. You should feel what it's like on the other end of it. Arcades is swinging at you.
Wow! This will be the receiving end of sirens. Yes, that's another Screamo band. I'm gonna educate you so much on Screamo.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. What's up? It's Shuffle Up and Play. We're rocking out today with rock stars.
Yeah.
Whoa, brother. As you can see, I don't know what that reference means.
It's like Hulk Hogan.
Okay. That's Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
I know who that is.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah. I've gone into my wardrobe and taken actual articles of clothing from my own wardrobe to make myself as much of a rocker as I could. Hence the Star Trek leather jacket and Loading Ready Run Junned 'em Out shirt.
Also choking on the dust from the necklace.
Yeah. There we go. Who do we have with us here today?
My name is Ryan. People call me Kirby because there's a lot of Ryans and Bryans in the world. And I sing and scream for the band Fit for a King. Today I'm going to be playing Athari, Sun's Glory, a nice Boros commander that just constantly swings, making more and more rebels. And I have a backup plan of making it big with some equipment that also makes more rebels, if that fails.
Hi, I'm Austin. I play bass in a band called Movements. I am playing Narset, Enlightened Exile, creating a lot of tokens, giving them all prowess, and then also casting spells from my graveyard and possibly everyone else's.
So Narset doing Narset things.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Ryan, and my friends call me Tuck. I play bass in a band called Fit for a King, and I also sing in a band called Off-Road Minivan. We just put out a new record, so shameless plug, go listen to it. And today I will be playing Rafine Scheming Seer, so I'll be using my connive triggers to dig through the deck and dump a bunch of big mean monsters into my graveyard and reanimate them and slap people with it.
I'm confused. What the hell is a record?
Huh?
It's a record.
You get one of them
Do you
vinyls?
mean like an MP3?
No, it's actually a vinyl and you can buy it and you should go and you should buy it at merchnow.com.
I'm wearing vinyl.
That is
Not a sponsor.
first pressing.
Not a sponsor of this channel.
Well, today I, being the cool cat that I am trying to be, have actually asked one of our rock stars to give me a cool rocker deck. This is Tuck's deck, correct? Yeah. And I am rocking out with Arcades the Strategist. I love big butts and I cannot lie, and so Arcades is a deck filled with big, juicy defenders that will be dealing damage according to their toughness, not power, and I suspect there's a lot of other little lovely tricks in store. Shall we roll to see who goes first? 5. 9.
Beat that.
Wow.
Oh, okay. 12.
All right, after
12.
I say beat that.
Cool, I'm going third. Yeah, all right, we know how that went.
Going fourth.
Shall we resolve mulligans?
Yes.
Okay. Ready to go.
Remember that in Commander, the first mulligan is free. Oh, and by the way, Tuck, what are these cool sleeves that you have?
Okay, these are some beautiful sleeves that were made for Kirby and I from a fan of ours who enjoys Fit for a King, and this is the cover art for our latest record, The Hell We Create, which is out everywhere, all over the planet. You could stream it now. But thank you so much to that person for making it for us.
Bitchin'. This is like what rockers do. Bitchin'.
That's bitchin'.
Bitchin', dude. Is that
Gnarly, dude.
Yeah. You can, and I can say bitchin' because you don't have to bleep that one. It's on The Simpsons.
Oh,
It's on
really?
the-
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is there a list of words that I can say?
Yeah,
Oh.
you can say bitchin' and radical.
And what the hell?
And what the hell, man?
What the hell, man?
But you can't say Urza or Limdul or Elish Norn.
Okay, ooh.
Oh.
That's hard.
What about
That
if we
one's-
bring Australians on the show?
Oh.
You could say 2 of those.
Okay.
What type of music do you make that the name of your album is called The Hell We Create?
Screamy, angry, metal, fun stuff that makes people want to push each other around.
All time music.
Call time
Time
music.
music.
Called
So you two are in the same band,
We're
but
in the
Austin,
same
you're in a
band.
different band. Do you
I'm
do
in
the
a
same type
different
of music?
band.
What type of music does your band do?
Different type of music, more alternative, less yelling. You know,
Is it in a genre?
I would
do you
say
have
it's
genres still?
post-hardcore or
Emo rock music.
rock, something like that.
Alternative music.
None of our album covers have any blood or anything on them so far.
That's good.
But that's really cool. A fan of ours should, bring me
Now,
some sleeves.
the metalcore
the
fans have
future.
proven that they will come through for us. Will they come through for Austin and Movements? I don't know.
We'll
The
find
challenge
out.
is up to you guys.
All right, I will keep this hand.
I will keep as well.
I am going to take my free mulligan, I think. I don't have a really good thing there. I'm going to take the free mulligan.
I think I'm gonna keep this hand.
Not enough butts.
Not enough butts, I cannot lie.
Maybe Arcades was a mistake this whole episode.
Well, I don't know.
It's gonna be about butts.
Maybe I don't know what this deck is supposed to have because it's not mine, but that did not look like a good hand. Let's see here.
It's a bunch of butts without the gas.
Oh.
This hand doesn't have much gas, but it has a good balance of
that's-
lands to spells. So, yes.
I'm sorry, I'm a child.
All right, so I will draw, and I will play a Battle Forge for turn, and then I will tap the Battle Forge for a Soul Ring.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, real innovator here.
Strong start.
Turn one soul.
And then I will pass it over to you, Tuck.
Okay, I will draw for turn from these beautiful The Hell We Create sleeves.
All right.
Soul Ring.
Command Tower.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna pass for turn.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Is Command Tower
It
the
was-
best land in Magic?
No, it is not. Not even
Mana land.
remotely close to it. I'm going to go ahead and play a Scalding Tarn. Now, I'm going to crack and sack this question. Tuck, am I going for a shock land or am I going for an original duel? Do you have?
Oh, Shockland.
The shock land. You don't have that original. Your band isn't doing that well. That you.
That in your deck.
I'm just saying, I've got original
Broke my
duels.
heart.
in
No,
my
I have a
deck.
Bayou in my Zaxara deck, but you didn't want me to play my Hydras today because it was going to be too awesome for everybody. And I was going to make 1 billion tokens and die really
Just
fast.
for that, I will rebut your Command Tower thing and say, for the money, is it the best card?
For the money? Well, it's like 3 cents. So
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Can't
pretty-
beat it for 3 cents.
I mean, it just depends on the format because the truth is that if you're playing something like, if you're playing Pauper or Modern, it's not really going to do a lot for you.
That's true. I need to stop thinking EDH centric.
Yes.
I think the best land, for the money might be Island,
True, you
I
can't
hear it's
fetch.
strong.
You can't fetch a Command Tower, so
There we
you
go.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a Breeding Pool into play tapped. That gives me blue for the Scalding Tarn, but a little bit of green. And then as I shuffle this up, I pass the turn.
All right. I will draw a card.
Now I'm going to go home and buy all dual lands. My wife is going to be so pissed.
You're like, I got roasted on Twitter.
You don't
I
even know
gotta
what
buy
happened
it."
on YouTube.
He thinks our band's broke.
Well, your wife should be pissed. You can just proxy them.
Oh.
Oh, I could. But that's no fun.
I'm going to play a mountain for turn and pass.
All right. I will untap, upkeep, draw a Temple of Enlightenment tapped, scrying 1. I will leave that at top. I am going to tap for white, taking 1 damage, and the Soul Ring for 2, and I will play Leonin Lightscribe. 2/2 with Magecraft, that whenever I cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, creatures I control get 1/1 until end of turn. And with that, I will pass it over to you.
Okay, I'm gonna draw for turn. Oh my goodness, there it is. I'm gonna play a Hollowed Fountain for turn, paying 2 life, going down to 18. 38, sorry. I was just looking at a dice, and that's what made me say that. And I'm gonna tap for a white and a blue, and play Gold Forge Thoptery. It is a 1/3 flyer with lifelink, and each legendary permanent I control has Ward 2. And that will be it for my turn.
All right, a little bit of protection there. Untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, that is interesting, isn't it? Let's play a Rejuvenating Springs. It is a battle bond land, so it comes into play untapped. And then I think it's time to tap both for a Talisman of Curiosity. It's not an arcane signet, but it's pretty
not.
good. Pass.
All right. I will draw Let's play a plains, and I like mana rocks too, so I'll tap a plains and a mountain for a Boros Signet. And after that, I'll pass my turn.
All right. I will untap, upkeep, draw. So I will play an island for turn, and then tap the Soul Ring and a blue for a Chrome Host Seed Shark. It's a 2/4 flyer that whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I get to incubate X, where X is the spell's mana cost. And then cast Serum Visions, draw a card, and then scry 2. We get a trigger from Chrome Host Seed Shark, creating a 1/1 incubator creature token. And then we have a Magecraft trigger to give my board 1/1. So I'll draw this card, and I will scry 2, and I will leave these both at the top, and then I'd like to move to combat. I will swing Leonin Lightscribe at Kirby for 3.
I have no blocks, so unless there's any trickery, I'll take 3. No tricks?
No tricks.
All right.
I got no
I'll take
tricks.
3.
And then I'll pass it over to you, Tuck.
Okay, I will untap. I'm gonna play a Morphic Pool for turn, and I'm going to tap for 3, summoning Rafine Scheming Seer.
Oh my god, it's
It's
here.
out, ready to have some fun. I'm gonna move to combat, and both of you are open, you are not. I am going to choose to swing at the Professor for 1 with my Gold Forged Thoptery, but I get a Connive trigger, so I'm going to draw 1, discard 1. I will choose to discard this Arcane Sanctum, which is a land, so I do not get the +1 trigger, and you will just be hidden for 1.
All right, I take 1, go down to 38.
And after attack, I gain 1 from lifelink for my Gold Forged Battlethopter, so I'm going back up to 39. Okay, and that will be it for my turn.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Hey, another one. Let's go ahead. We're going to play a Marsh Flats. I need some white mana because literally everything I have is producing green or blue. So I'm going to go down to 37 as I go get, I'm assuming the land would be, well, I guess that's blue. I'd really rather get, do you have a, there it is. Temple Garden. We're actually going to put that into play. Untap, chalking myself down to 35. I will shuffle that. Well, shuffle that up.
Do you do the fast forward thing where the high
Oh,
pitched
also.
voices and you're like,
No, we
I
just
can't.
trim out the fat usually.
That's-
We just trim out the fat. All right, and now that I've got 4 mana, I love the idea of bringing out my commander, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's time for Arcades the Strategist. Love it. Pass the turn.
all right, untap. I'll draw, that's a good card. I'll play a mountain for turn, then I'll tap the mountain to play Soul Ring. Let me bring out my commander a turn earlier than I thought I would after that draw. I'll play Athari, Sun's Glory. Flying lifelink haste, whenever it attacks, I get an experience counter. I create 2/2 rebels based on how many experience counters I have. So, can make a big army quick, and since it's experience counters, they stick around. I will then move to combat since Athari has haste. You know what, Austin, I want a little payback. I'm gonna swing Athari at you for 3 flying lifelink, which on
Oh
attack
my
trigger,
goodness.
I will get an experience counter, create a tapped and attacking rebel, and I will have this rebel go over at Tuck.
Okay, I am not going to block it, so I take 2.
Take 2.
Okay,
And then I will block the 3/3 flyer with my 2/4 flyer.
All right, I will gain 3 from lifelink, going back up to 40. Thank you for my life back. The rebel stays. I am out of mana, and I will pass turn.
All right. I will untap and upkeep, draw a white and Soul Ring, and I will cast Monastery Mentor. Whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I create a 1/1 white monk creature token with prowess. I will tap 2 to play a Boros Signet, Chrome Host Seed Shark trigger, creating another incubator token. And then
Your stack of tokens is bigger than your deck.
I know, it kind of is. A 1/1 prowess monk.
oh no.
I know.
Oh
starts.
no, it's starting.
Have a prowess trigger giving Monastery Mentor a +1 counter. They are summoning sick, so they ain't gonna be doing much damage this turn. I kind of like this little thing that me and Kirby have, so I'll swing Chromo Seed Shark at Kirby for 2.
I have no blocks, so I will take 2 damage.
All right, and I'll pass it over to you, Tuck.
I'll untap and draw for turn. I like when that happens, when you draw the cards that you like. I'm gonna play Swamp for turn, and then I'm going to tap my Hollowed Fountain to play Esper Sentinel, yay! So whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, I draw a card unless they pay 1. Since everyone's having so much fun with it, I'm gonna do the same. I am going to choose to swing at you, Mr. Austin.
All right.
And I'm gonna swing at you with Rafine and Gold Forge Thoptery, and I will get Rafine's Connive trigger, so I will draw 2, discard 2.
As long as an Avacyn doesn't hit the graveyard, I'm fine.
Nothing crazy. We are going to get rid of Agadeem's Awakening and Exotic Orchard.
We survived a turn.
Just gonna get one trigger. So the Rafine goes up to 2. You will take 2 commander and then 1 flying lifelink Goldforge Thoptery, and I will go back up to 38.
Well, seeing as I have no available flyers to block, I will go ahead and take 3.
And that will be it for my turn.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and untap, upkeep, draw. Now that Arcades is out, we can really have some fun. Okay, yes, those are the Magic Online sound effects there.
The
Got a whole bunch of those.
The
It's really
official
fun.
ones.
Yes. I think what I want to start with is just a green and another for a classic. It's Wall of Roots.
Ooh.
This is a 0/5 defender. I can put a -0, -1 counter on it to add green to my mana pool. Classic combo piece in 1v1 formats. Not so much here in Commander, although who knows? I have a few ideas. Trigger off of Arcades though, because it's a defender, and so I get to draw a card. Ooh, that's sweet. Did not play a land for turn. I play a Bountiful Promenade, another Battle Bond land, and so I've got 3 mana available to me. And with that 3 mana, I'm going to do another defender. Green, 2, colorless from the talisman so that I don't get hurt for an Axebane Guardian.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
What does that do?
What does
That's a
that
tricksy
do?
little hobbit system.
Yes. This lets me add X mana in any combination of colors to your mana pool, where X is the number of creatures with Defender that I control. So that's going to get big, and I trigger Defender off of Arcades and draw another card. Sweet. Time to move to declare attackers. Who's the scariest person here? I think that I want to go at...
It's like the Esper or the Monastery
Now,
Mentor, the
here's
Nguyen,
the
and
thing
Light.
You don't think Tuck is
What's
scary?
scarier,
They're
the
both
Arcades
scary.
or the Axebane?
I think everyone's a little
Well, he
scary.
can't pick himself.
It's your deck, Tuck. You should feel what it's like on the other end of it. Arcades is swinging at you.
Wow!
It's only 3. Commander.
It's only 3, Commander.
Only
I
3,
will take it. This will be the receiving end of Sirens. Yes, that's another Screamo band. I'm gonna educate you so much
What
on
the hell
Screamo.
is
while we're
that? I
getting
don't know
together.
what that is. I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's so. This is gonna be so much fun. I'm telling you, really. You're gonna love it. You're gonna know so much. about
Don't
this
know
stuff
what
right now.
you're talking about.
Okay, so
What
I
is
take
Screamo?
3. I'm going down to 35. What is Screamo?
Is that what your is that what your music is? It's just you
No.
scream.
That's actually one of their songs.
But you know, Austin, you actually sing, and you sing lovely melodies. And
I
stuff.
don't
Did you just
personally
belch? Oh my god. Is this what cool is?
Yeah.
I don't
Absolutely.
personally sing, but
Yeah.
my music's got a lot.
sounds
of,
better in a
lot of
microphone,
singing.
yeah.
A little bit of
Occasionally
yelling.
does some
little bit of
screaming, yelling, but it's
Yeah.
because he's so emotional.
Yeah,
It's like sad screaming.
sad
Or
screaming.
angry animal sound.
Well, it's because he's handsome, you know. So he's got to, along with being handsome, he's
Is
got
there
to tell
any
everybody how
music today where
sad he is.
people aren't screaming?
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's really
You don't know
popular.
Ed Sheeran?
What does he play?
He's the
Commander?
biggest
I don't know, but
metalcore.
they're
He's the biggest
taking
metalcore
over.
singer on earth.
I don't listen to metalcore, so I don't know who that is.
Ed Sheeran, the biggest metalcore singer
He's the
on
biggest
earth.
metalcore singer ever.
Does he play Commander?
Probably not. He's really successful.
He might.
Playing Commander doesn't make you unsuccessful.
It's handicapped me.
Pass the turn.
I would be like on top of the world right now, but I'm building decks all day instead. Then I will untap.
If I was Ed Sheeran's, I would get the ring and I would spend $8 billion on it. I know that's what you would do,
Draw
Prof.
1.
No way, it's not even a soul ring.
I'm glad I got a soul ring last turn because I did not draw a land that turn, so I'm gonna miss a land drop. But I'm going to tap a plains and a mountain to cast Horn of Valhalla.
All right.
Not the adventure part.
No, yeah.
And then
Hold on, Mr. Kirby, would you like to pay the 1 for the Esper
I forgot
Sentinel?
we're doing that.
Oh.
I'm not gonna. I will not.
You're not gonna get to draw a
I'm not
card?
gonna pay taxes. Let's
Thank
see.
you.
Then I will pay 2 from the Soul Ring and 1 from the Boros Signet, which, total of 3. And I will.
It's
attach
technically 2 from the, excuse me,
the
but
Boros.
it's technically
You gave one of the
from
colorless to
yeah.
the Boros.
Yeah.
All right. For YouTube, I've put one of the colorless into Boros,
Right.
having a floating colorless. Then I use the red and
Your
the...
Signet Boros is
Yeah, that's... And then I will attempt to attach the Horn of Valhalla to Athari. Right now, there are 2 creatures, so it gets a 2/2 buff. All right, so I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to send Athari over at Austin, and I'm going to send, which on attack trigger, I will get an experience counter. I will make 2 more rebels that are tapped and attacking. I'll have 3 rebels go at Tuck. And then Athari will be hitting you for what is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 7 in the air.
7/7. Oh
That is
my
a pickle.
God.
Well, just friends among friends. If we got rid of the Othari, we wouldn't get the rebels, right?
You would.
We still get the rebels.
Help me out, Tuck.
Don't help out the guy with the monastery mentor and Leon and Light
Well, the thing
Scribe.
is, I'd help you, and then I'd still take 6.
No matter what, it's gonna, unless you kill the rebels. I mean, you could block with your Esper Sentinel. No one would be upset about it.
Don't
It's
really.
a good blocker.
That's true.
7 commanders?
7 commander.
Oh my
All right, I'm gonna take
God.
6. I'm going down to 20.
Which then I will go up to 45 life from 7 lifelink. And that will be my turn. And is it cool if I consolidate the rebels after each turn? Or
I
your
think you're
rebel?
good for now.
Okay.
You're
'cause
not
it's
going to get
sloppy
another
in a
turn,
little-
so you're fine.
Whoa.
I mean, you might not get another turn, so you're fine. Let's see. Let's check back when we get to your next turn.
All right.
I'm just really. I can see Tuck's about to go off.
I will untap, upkeep, and draw. I think it's time Narset came out. Creatures I control have prowess. Whenever Narset Enlightened Exile attacks, exile target non-creature, non-land card with mana value less than Narset's power from a graveyard and copy it. I may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. And then use one of our floating colorless and a blue, and we will cast See the Truth. Prowess triggers.
Would you like to pay the 1 for Esper Sentinel?
I am tapped out, so I cannot, so you may draw. Out of human monk tokens, so for additional ones, we'll just put this
What's the name of your band again?
movements.
Movement fans, if you can bring Austin some prowess tokens of monks so that he doesn't have this mismatched collection, or you can just maybe, Austin, pick up a pack of Infinite tokens, not a sponsor of this show, just a really cool person.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of movements,
That's a
bring
big one.
Austin some Infinite tokens or some monk tokens.
Prowess from Narset, and Monastery Mentor also gets prowess. We have a +1 across the board from Leonin Light Scribe. We create a 2/2 incubator token. Could I actually grab an Infinite token?
There
for
we
that?
go. Yes, you can. I'm not even a fan of moments, but movements, but I
There you
am
go.
happy to give you lend you an Infinite
You
token.
can't have it.
I'll trade you for an album.
Oh, okay.
Trade you for an album.
A record.
A record.
A record. which we have coming out in August.
Whoa!
Hey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Movements,
What's
not
it
a
called?
sponsor of this channel, just a rockin' sad music emo band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you got it correct.
What's your record called?
The record is called Ruckus.
How many songs are on it?
There are 10.
Are they good?
I like to believe so, but we'll see what people think. All right, so now that we resolved the board,
I'm sorry, that's a monk.
That's a
That looks like a
this is-
cat.
this
It's
is-
an
this is the
incubator.
Oh, it's an incubator. Okay, I'm just gonna say that's a monk.
Yeah,
that's like
it's-
what happened to it.
It's some sort of weird egg.
Okay,
that,
that's
I don't know.
great.
Technically, it's a 0-0, but
I'm sorry.
we won't
I
get
just
into
thought
it.
that was a
Or
monk
it's-
for a
no,
minute.
it's an artifact.
No, I'm
All
sorry.
right, you're
okay.
right.
No, no,
It's
no.
technically a 0-0 with
Well, it's not even a
two
creature.
1-1 counters on it.
It's not even a creature.
Then we will resolve See the Truth. So I will look at the top 3 cards of my library, put one of those into my hand and the rest at the bottom in any order. We will choose to take this card and we will go ahead and bottom the rest. Let's go ahead and move to combat.
You should probably attack me.
At
I have 2 walls.
2 walls.
Yes.
is
Being
true.
that I'm playing with rock stars, my deck is Wonderwall. That's what I'm gonna
Oh.
play. I'm gonna
Oh
play
my
Wonderwall.
goodness,
Look at that!
you
I made a
went
joke.
there.
I don't even know what that song is, but I absorbed it from cultural osmosis.
Yeah,
I
that's
just have heard people. I don't even
Wow.
know, but I look at that. Look at that! And now I know who Ed Sheeran is. Sheeran. Ed Sheeran.
An amazing
It's
So now I can make a
metal
reference.
singer.
People
Hey, Sriracha, you want to play
It's
that?
Sriracha.
Yeah, but you should really attack me. I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
He's gonna do
I
something
mean,
crazy.
yeah, I'm kind of scared. You're just suggesting for.
I've got 2 walls in play. That should be scary.
I've had walls up my whole life.
Are you gonna swing a monk at Tuck, and then I'm gonna send Leonin Lightscribe
Now-
at you, Kirby.
Okay. Well, I will block the Leonin Light Scribe with my Esper Sentinel. It's done enough for me. I will let it go away.
And I will take my 4 because I have no blockers.
And with that, I will pass my turn.
All right. I will untap, draw for turn. I'm going to play Godless Shrine for turn, and then I'm going to enter combat. And since Kirby is the only one open, that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to choose to swing at Kirby with Rafine and the Gold Forged Thoptery. I'm going to choose to put the Connive triggers on Gold Forged Thoptery, so I will draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. And this is amazing. How is this still happening?
Amazing for you or amazing for us?
It's amazing that this
Yeah,
is
this-
still happening.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a maze.
I mean,
'cause
it's still
it's a
happening.
wall
Oh.
stack. So it's a maze because it's a wall stack.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
like it. I like
discard 2, only giving the Gold Forged Thoptery. One's an Unburial Rights and a land. The Vault of Champions. The Gold Forged Thoptery will get 1+1/+1 counter. You will take 2 commander and 2 non-commander. And that will be it for my turn.
That's it?
Well, look at all that open.
Yeah.
All right.
Mana.
Cool.
What's gonna happen?
Cool. Anyone else doing anything, Ben, during his unstep?
Nope.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Fabled Passage. Is that signed by, is that Posty's
That's
signature?
one of the posty ones.
Post
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Malone.
from the secret lair.
You know, I don't even have a card signed by him.
Why not?
Yeah, I didn't think to ask him when I was playing with him.
Wow.
I was too busy trying to figure out who he was. So, no.
Whoa.
But he knew who I was.
Hey.
All right. No, I'm kidding. I love Posty. All right. So I'm going to sacrifice the Posty signed land, and we're going to go get a basic land card, and it is going to enter the battlefield tapped, but then it will untap since I control 4 or more lands. What do I need? I've got white on 2. I've got green on everything. I've got blue on 2. I've got everything. I'm just going to get the first basic land I see, which is a forest. Enters tapped, untaps. Let's shuffle up this library.
All right, pass on the turn.
No, wait.
He's done. He's
Wait,
done.
no.
Amazing.
That's not fair. That's not
Great
fair.
turn.
Words of Wind.
Dead. Oh, I know
know
you're
what
doing.
that is.
Well, I say it
does it
resolves as long as
resolve?
you leave me alone.
No deal.
No,
I can't look. Okay, so
I can't leave you alone.
Words of... You make a lot of noises. All right. Words of Wind is the next time you would draw a card this turn, if I spend one, each player, including me, returns a permanent that they control to the owner's hand instead. Okay? So I can make everybody, when I would draw with Arcades, bounce a permanent. Now I can't go infinite, but I got a lot of mana available, and my defender that creates 1 mana and costs 2 helps lower the cost of that. So I'm gonna bounce like 9 permanents across the board, is what it is. So does it resolve? That's the thing. I'm gonna bounce like 9 permanents.
Well, I cannot counter the Words of Wind.
What do you have with
All right.
5 open
So-
mana?
I could.
With that being said, that you can't counter the word, so it resolves.
It does resolve.
5 open
Right.
mana, and you're just letting that happen.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
All right.
That's
I'm going to put a -0, -1 counter on Wall of Roots, adding a green. I can only do that once per turn, or else I could go nuts. And then let's go ahead and we'll add a white mana to play a Wall of Shards. This is a 1/8 defender flying with a cumulative upkeep of an opponent gaining a life. Whoop-de-doo. Arcades triggers. I put a green into the Words of Wind, but I'm also going to tap my Axebane Guardian to add 3, let's just say green mana, to my mana pool.
seems safe.
Seems safe. So that my Words of Wind, instead of me drawing a card,
I will
everybody has to return a permanent.
return a rebel to the
To
it'll
the
die.
ether.
To the
It's
ether.
gone.
Will return a gold.
Wow, all right.
Leonin Light Scribe.
And I will return my Wall of Roots. And keep in mind, with Walls of Root returning to my hand, I do have that 3 mana floating. So I'm gonna use 2 of that mana that's floating to cast my Wall of Roots again. Uh-oh,
Cue the
we've got a trigger off of Arcades. Now, I am going to immediately put a green from the Wall of Roots into the Words of Wind.
I'll bounce a rebel.
I'll bounce a monk.
And I will bounce.
Ooh, where'd your board go? I'm just gonna bounce my Wall of Roots again to my hand.
And
God.
you still have a floating, correct?
I still have a floating. That's pretty sweet. So I think that what I'm gonna do is, with that floating, I'm gonna add a mana. I'm gonna cast my Wall of Roots, trigger off of Arcades, put a negative on Wall of Roots, and Words.
I will bounce
Alright.
my final rebel.
I will bounce another monk.
I'll take the swamp.
That Horn of Valhalla is not looking too great right now.
Very good, very good. So, and for me, my last bounce is just going to be a regular old forest back to my hand.
All right.
Kirby, I think you're the biggest threat at
Still?
the table, still and always. I can't yet attack with my Wall of Shards, unfortunately, but Arcades, with their vigilance, is coming at you for 3.
I will take 3. I have no blocks.
All right?
I'll untap my 3 lands and then untap, draw for turn. I am just going to move directly to combat. I will declare Athari
When you
overhead.
move to combat, I'm going to tap for 1.
Ooh,
Swords to Plowshares on your Othari.
Any, well, I guess we'll pass priority.
I'm tapped out. I did my.
Nobody's
I did-
opposed to it.
I have
so,
no mana spells.
I'm tired.
All right, I will tap 1 red to cast a Bolt Bend, which, since the Horn of Valhalla gives Athari +1/+1,
Oh,
I have
no.
a creature with 1. I will redirect the Swords to Plowshares to your Arcade.
Boo.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
Okay. I tried, folks. Now I die.
It was a very good effort.
Let's see, I'll move to
I
combat.
appreciated what
Yeah.
you did in a way. You know, I liked getting rid of all the other stuff, but he's
Trixie.
a tricksy Hoffitzes.
I will send Athari over at Tuck. which,
Naturally.
on attack trigger, I will get an experience counter. Make those 3 rebels that disappeared into the ether will return.
Looking for revenge.
Looking for revenge. So now the Athari is coming at you for 7/7 let's send the rebels over at Austin. Each of them are 2/2.
I'll block one of them with the Chrome Host Seed Shark.
All right.
Seed Shark.
You will take 4. Tuck will take 7.
I'm gonna take
Commander.
7 going down to
I will move to main phase 2. And I'll do what red players like to do. I'm gonna tap the mountain. Gonna tap this white or plains to put into my Boros signet to get another mountain and a plains. And tap a soul ring, having a floating colorless. I'm gonna cast a relentless assault. I untap all creatures and have an additional combat phase.
No.
If that resolves,
God,
I'll
dude.
untap.
And then at the end of that combat phase, you lose the game.
Yeah, that's how it works. So I will move to combat. I'm gonna send Athari over at Tuck on trigger. I will get another experience counter. I will make 4 more rebels. I will send Athari for 10. And I guess I'm gonna send 6 rebels over at you for 22 damage.
Well, I am dead. I'm dead man walking. And what did I tell you? I knew he was gonna kill me first. He always does it. I knew it was gonna happen. I always die first to Kirby's hand. I didn't even get to reanimate. What thing?
I've seen too many Avacens.
Well, guys, it was nice knowing you.
It was a valiant effort.
Dead man.
And that is all I can do. I'll pass.
Oh, is that all?
That's all I can do.
All you can do is just eliminate
So we need
someone.
to just, our only chance
this
is killing him.
Yeah, he needs to.
No.
All right, so I will untap, and then I will draw, and figure out if I can kill Kirby. So we'll create 4 mana. We will cast Akroma's Will.
Ooh.
So I choose one, but I have my commander, so I get to choose both. Creatures I control gain flying, vigilance, and double strike until end of turn, and creatures I control gain lifelink, indestructible, and protection from all colors until end of turn. We have a couple triggers. We create another 4/4 incubator token.
You're gonna kill him?
I'm trying. I'm really
Go, man,
trying.
go.
You better do it.
I need to kill someone
Or
this
else.
turn.
Well, there's only 2 someones left, and one of us says nothing.
You can bounce all your stuff to your hand.
I have an overgrown
I know.
hedge.
I know. I don't know what the right answer is at the moment.
Kill Kirby.
But we will create the 4/4 incubator. We will create a monk who comes in. And then there will be prowess triggers on Monastery Mentor and also on Narset. So Monastery will get 2+2 so far, and Narset will get 1+1. Then I will cast. I'll tap for 1 red, taking 1 damage. And I will cast Crash Through.
Ooh.
Creatures I control gain trample until end of turn. More
I have no
triggers.
blockers. But I guess he's stacking up his triggers.
Yep. Narset goes up. Monastery Mentor goes up by 2. We create another monk, and this monk gets 1 prowess trigger.
Okay.
And 1 more infinite token. And I draw a card off of Crash Through.
The incubator token is just like
An egg.
an egg, a splotch.
A little guy.
Just a little guy.
He's just a little guy. And then we will go ahead and move to combat. Swing Narset at you, Kirby.
All right.
And I will swing Monastery Mentor and Chrome Host Seed Shark at you, Professor.
Okay, so.
We also have attack trigger
Uh-oh.
of Narset.
Uh-oh.
I think I know.
We
where
will exile the Relentless Assault from Kirby,
Mm-hmm.
giving me an extra combat this turn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of combats.
Yeah.
Only
It's-
I'm supposed to
There's
do
a
that.
couple of them. So we get a prowess trigger from Narset for casting the Relentless Assault. Monastery Mentor, a double prowess trigger, and as well as this lonely monk over here. And then we can move to damage.
Does it have lifelink?
It does.
It
Oh my
does.
god.
And vigilance. And flying.
And vigilance. And
If it has vigilance, why is it tapped?
Yeah.
Oh, it has vigilance. Oh my goodness, nothing is tapped. What doesn't this card have on it?
Cool. So how much damage do I take?
A lot. We are taking 8 plus 5 times 2.
8 plus 5 times 2 is 13 times 2 is 26. I take 26 damage, and there's another attack phase after this one.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
And it's even better. He gets 26 life.
And then Kirby.
That's Narset.
Kirby's gonna die of Commander, and you will die of the rest of the.
I have a feeling.
Austin's gonna take this right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That's
this is,
game.
This is the game.
Good game.
Good
Good
game.
Good game.
GG's.
I got to do.
GG's.
We all got to do something except.
I did not.
Except Tuck.
I honestly didn't know that I was gonna win. There was so much talk over here about killing everyone.
I thought bouncing 9 things was going to give me a huge advantage, and it didn't even put a dent in either of you. I didn't make a dent. How did I not make a dent? I bounced 9 things. And I don't make a single dent? This is another league. This is not rocking on. I rocked out.
Well, that was terrible. I told everyone that Kirby was gonna kill me first, and guess what happened?
I think I was a little scared knowing there was an Avacyn in Tuck's deck, and I went really hard at him, not thinking about Austin cracking back, but can you really predict an Achroma's will?
The only thing that was animated was me, and I didn't bring anything back from the dead, and I'm an absolute failure. This was my second time at community college, and I still learned nothing.
Turns out Achroma's Will is a pretty good card, and Kirby also has a great deck with a very good cards in it, and I figured, I should just use his deck and beat him to death with it, and it was pretty fun, and I'm just happy to be here. I can't believe I won.